So here now, I am out here with Scout. We're on a mission. So the mission is we are going to look for frogs. I did a video before with frogs. Well, right now I'm home and we're going to look for frogs around the home. You could kind of hear the road, and you could, well, home is back that way. And we just go and look around for the species of frogs we could find. So yeah, this is just a frog video to point out frogs that you can find in Trinidad. Already found one species of frog. That is the lesser tinto frog, if I believe. Let me get a good view of it. So this here is one of the so the frog got away. Right, it got away very quickly, but as we're looking for it, that's for the next frog, a Congola. Right, just get a better look at it. So this here is the Congola frog, or Tongara frog. It's make the kind of punkana sound, as some people like to say in Trinidad. But this is by far one of the most common species of frogs. It's very small and it comes in two different colorations. It have this brown coloration, and then it have a next coloration where it has these light brown patches or lines to the side, these big light brown lines. When it's breeding time, they like to congregate. The males like to congregate in these puddles and swell up big. They could swell up around 3 times their size. But this is the most common, one of the most common species of frog. This one here is a male. You can tell it's a male because of the distinct white line on its chin. So we already find 2 species of frogs. Passing through some water here. Found a next lesser tinto frog. Let's see if we can get a closer look at it. Alright. Oh. Scout. Yes, this is the lesser tinto frog. It is the smallest, one of the smallest species of frogs you could find in Trinidad. Right, very small hyperactive frogs. Now, not much is known about them, and more studies have to be made. Now, they don't even know how no breeding has ever been recorded in Trinidad, and they haven't no recordings of them eating. Now, I have seen them eat very small crickets and some kind of little bug-like thing, right? But I have to record that. But they don't know much about it. This is a very common frog found all over Trinidad, but not much is known about it. More need to be done. When it comes to lesser tinto frogs or lesser dark spot tinto frogs, more studies have to be done because not much is known about them, and they're not sure if it's one species or multiple species found in Trinidad. This is the pattern I was talking about, the kind of light brown lines at the side. This is the pattern I was talking about. This is a coloration. Doesn't mean it's male or female. It's just a very different coloration. Now this here is a whistling frog. It's a very fast moving frog. It lives on the ground. It's a very terrestrial species of frog. This is also a very common frog, and most people have heard making a whistling noise, the whistling frog. Now sometimes you will see some individuals with a white line down their back, and some individuals will just be brown. But this has a few different patterns and variation in color. This one has a little bit of red, if you could make it out, but some individuals don't have any red and just brown with dark brown spots, and then some have these white lines. Now interestingly enough, they nest in mud, as in they will make like a little cave, and then the male will make the call to attract the female, and then they will lay the egg. The female will lay the eggs in the cave, and after that the tadpoles will hatch and start to develop. Now they could start to develop with barely any water, but that's how it is be most of the times. Eventually they will swim and thrive, and yeah, but they're the whistling frog. Very common species of frog that you can find throughout the country. Look at it. Very fast too. Yeah, so let's go. So we already found 3 species of frog, and I ain't even walked by yet. Still walking. So we're reaching one of my favorite spots to look for species of frog. Different species of frog. This area is teeming. You could actually hear them all now. But all along this pond here is a pond with the hyacinths. You could find different species of frog. You hear the calls. So we're looking for some species. She only smelling and hearing the frogs moving through. But it have a lot of next species of frog. A variation of the whistling frog with the lines. Seeing it? That is one with the lines with the same species. And right over here we have a ditch frog. This is our next common one here along streams. But this is a ditch frog, a small one with a different coloration. Look at the next ditch frog on top there. Let's see if I can get a closer look at it. Up on the bank of the pond here. Look up better. Oh, it hopped away. Look at next lesser tinto frog. This is the ditch frog. It is also a type of tinto frog, but larger than the lesser tinto frog. I can't remember exactly which type of tinto frog. Well, I know it's the ditch frog. That's why I know it does. There's so many different types of tinto frog. But anyhow, this one is very common, and it like to congregate near isolated pools in the rainy season. And the parents guard the young. You sometimes see the young swimming in balls inside pools, tadpoles. These are it. They make right now is the dry season. That's how I'm able to come down into the pond. But yes, they are distinct type of frog. Now some individuals, just like the whistling frog, some individuals do have the reddish back. Some individuals are just brown, and some individuals are more spotted. So far, we find a good bit of frogs. Now this frog right here is the most common species of tree frog. It's known as the larynx tree frog, if I could recall, or bathroom tree frog. This frog congregates everywhere, and it makes a loud kind of a very loud sound, right? It breeds more during the rainy season, but it have a whole lot of them congregating by this pond because they have food, water, and other things. They come in 3 different colorations. Males more turn a yellowish color at night, a yellow brown color, and then there's the brown color. All of them just change in the day, and then a faint green, kind of pale brown color. So this is the bathroom frog. So this here is the Goff's tree frog, or the yellow tree frog. That's why I no more know it as. Breeding colors is be more yellow, right? They're very common, small. This one is not so yellow, but the males is still a very bright yellow color. one of the smallest tree frogs and fairly common. Once it have water, hyacinths, reeds, or wherever they congregate in, that's how they are. As stated, this is one of my favorite spots to look for species of frogs. As you can see, there's 2 species right there, and there's more throughout the whole area. So we just standing up in this one spot, and we see so many species of frogs so far, and I ain't even venture out there yet. Funny thing is, this pond have caimans and other things in it. Ooh, look, a yellow, another yellow, and another ditch frog right there, and a Congola frog over here, and the next Congola there. Hold on, let's change. Oh, you could barely see. There's a Congola frog there. Lesser. Ow, mosquito biting me. Lesser Tinto frog, Congola, and a ditch frog over there. Making our way around the pond. Not so long, so caiman. Just hearing them on this side more. Yep, I'm seeing a yellow. I've seen a polka dot. Let me see if I could. There, look, a polka dot there, and a polka dot there. Yep. Now, this here is one of my favorite species of frogs. This is the lesser green tree frog, or the polka dot frog. Now unfortunately I don't have my blue light with me, but under blue light this frog glows a purple blue color. The only frog in the world that could do that, right? Now this have so many different color face. You see this color face, green below, reddish on top with spots. Now in the day they sometimes be completely green and the spots is turn kind of palish in color, right? They also have a deeper red with barely any spots. Well, orange, I should say. But this is one of my favorite frogs to come across. And you can actually hear them in the background. That the rattle kind of noise. Yep, that's the green, the polka dot tree frog. These are one of the most amazing frogs you could find. They could get a little bit bigger than this, but yes, one of my favorite. Look at it, and it have a kind of bluish look underneath too. But imagine that, one of the only frogs that could glow under UV light, and it's found in Trinidad. Look at it. There's so many in the pond behind me. Look how that looks. Quite amazing. This belongs to the group of tree frogs called Boana, and it is the smallest out of all the members in the Boana family, and it's the only one that glows under UV light. But it is in the same family that the rattle voice tree frog and the giant tree frog is in. So this frog right here is my favorite, one of my favorite. I have conflicting thoughts on it, between this or the polka dot frog. This is a lime tree frog, or hatchet face tree frog, or Orinoco, I believe Orinoco hatchet face tree frog. Yeah, this is one of the cutest frogs I find. I find it looks very, very cute, right? It's also one of the frogs that I've seen them, but I've never whenever I see one, that is normally it. Well, I've seen small congregations of them. They very interesting frogs. They don't lay their eggs in the water like other species. They prefer to lay it on the leaves above the water. Hence the reason why they like to congregate more on the hyacinths. But this is a very fun species, interesting species to find, and beautiful. Look at that. Very nice. So this species of frog looks similar to the bathroom frog, but this is the average size. You see how small it is next to my finger? Yeah, this is the grand size it could grow up to. It is known as the Maracaibo Basin tree frog or the grass frog. Very small, very energetic, very fast, and they jump very far. They don't grow, well, as I said, they don't grow as big as the bathroom frog, but they are more green in color during the night. Very interesting species, and it have more of a stripe pattern to it. Look at the frog there. He's slipping off the leaf. All I'm just doing is just leaving them. Well, the rest of them gone. I had them here. Yeah, they crawled off right, so. And Scout just. Scout, you good? You good? Scout just playing with a stick. Yeah. So, hearing other frogs in the background. Yeah, this phone takes better close up. Yeah, look at it. Again, a bigger size. Just seeing one such a species of frog. And he gone. So I think that will be it. For the night. I saw most of the species I came here to see. I'm not focusing on toads. I like to come back here. I'll do a next video on frogs, but it will be longer. It will be more in depth. So I'm gonna see to head up there now. And head inside. Home. Home already, but I'm hungry. Need to go and eat. So that's about it. And I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. So, as you all know, I am the Wildlife Master. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, blessings and bless out.